On November 15th, I had a series of dreams. I call them darkness dreams. In the first dream, I dreamt that I was in college and had a group of friends with me. We heard that there were people who wore black and crawled around on their bellies. These villains were robbing students who enter the college's park grounds at night. My friends and I decided to dress up like these robbers and pretend to be them. Our intention was to find the hidden treasure. So, a group of us decided to do this. We dressed in all black, laid side by side on the ground, and began squirming through the darkness, looking for the hidden treasure. The boy beside me was my best friend. After a while, one of the real robbers was trying to infiltrate our group. He was trying to seduce my best friend. I tried to warn my friend that she was one of the bad guys. This is the end of this dream. The treasure is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that comes by personal experience. Sometimes you have to go into the darkness to find this treasure. I must have found some of my treasure because in the next scene, I showed generosity. My father came to me with a request. He had come for a visit but was ready to drive home in his big motorhome. He requested that I help him pay for gas. He told me that he needed $100 but he only had $50 on him. He offered to give me his $50 if I would give him $100. I agreed to do this. Then I went to my dorm room and found a tall stack of Monopoly money. It was several $1,000s. When my father handed me his $50, I returned it to him and gave him the $100 that he asked of me, and so I have learned to be generous. In real life, my generosity was tested yesterday. I am happy to report that I passed the test. The Monopoly money wasn't fake play money. My father was very happy to receive it. The Monopoly money symbolizes being one, single, and complete. In the next scene of my dream, I was standing around with my college friends. There was a wealthy black businessman who drove up in a limousine. He wore a business suit. He was training his son to take over the family business. His dark-skinned son came to my hip. The short boy was very robust. He was short, but he had the strong shoulders of a man. Like his father, he was dressed in a business suit. The business suit was black with white pinstripes. The boy's wide frame looked very good in the suit. The boy approached me, and we had a good conversation. I was very impressed with the wealth of knowledge that this little boy had. As our conversation ended, he told me that he would like me to come to work for his father when I mature. Then he left for a period of time. When he returned, he asked if I had matured. My college friends laughed at the little black kid for asking me this. As the boy stood at my left hip, I affectionately rested my hand on his left shoulder. Then I defended him from my friends. I flirted and said, "You know, if I was 5 years old too, I would love to be your girlfriend." The dark-skinned boy was flattered and laughed. Then he admitted, "I am 60 years old." This is the end of the dream. Like many of my dreams, this is about the alchemical marriage. Man was created on the 6th day of creation. The short, youthful man who was hip level with me represents the Son of God and is the male energy of what other cultures call the Kundalini spirit. Some Christians are familiar with the electrifying fire of the Holy Spirit, but they have little or no knowledge that it takes a positive and negative charge to make this electrifying fire. This energy begins at the base of the spine, at the tailbone. The male energy is on the left and the female energy is on the right. Both energies must ascend up the spine into the brain, which is the throne room of God. Once there, the energy stimulates the brain and causes the body to rejuvenate itself. This is why the 60-year-old man looks so young. Although the male energy begins on the left side of the body, it ends on the right side of the brain. As the female energy matures, it begins on the right side of the body and ends on the left side of the brain. This is why, even though I stood on his right, my hand rested on his left shoulder. The youthful man's pinstriped business suit is a big clue. I've already learned in another dream that the pinstripes represent the water vessels within the human body. Having a clean lymphatic system is a very important part of rejuvenating the body and staying youthful. Being mature has nothing to do with age. It has to do with having a healthy mind, body, and spirit as the Christ oil ascends up the spine and blossoms.